How long does each planet take to go around the Sun? Picture the solar system from above. The Sun burns at the center, while 8 planets spin around it on near-perfect paths. It looks like a dance, but it's actually a race with very different speeds. Some planets finish the trip in just a few months. Others take more than 2 centuries to complete a single lap. Today we're going to find out how long each planet takes to orbit the Sun. We'll look at their days and their speeds through space. Let's start with Mercury, the closest planet to the Sun. It sits about 36 million miles from our star, which puts it inside the solar system's oven. Because it's so close, it completes one orbit in just 88 Earth days. That's less than 3 months. If you lived on Mercury, you'd have 4 birthdays every Earth year. But that speed comes at a price. During the day, temperatures reach 800 degrees Fahrenheit. At night, they drop to negative 290 degrees. There's almost no atmosphere to hold the heat. Mercury spins on its axis once every 59 Earth days. It has a 3-to-2 orbital resonance. While it goes around the Sun 3 times, it rotates twice on its own axis. Mercury zips through space at almost 107,000 miles per hour, the fastest planet. But there's something strange happening on the next planet. Something that breaks the rules we'd expect. Venus does something no other planet does quite the same way. And it changes everything about how time works there. Venus is about 67 million miles from the Sun. It takes 225 Earth days to complete an orbit. But here's what stands out. Venus spins from east to west, the opposite of most planets. The Sun rises in the west and sets in the east there. A day on Venus is longer than its year. While a year is 225 Earth days, a full rotation takes about 243 Earth days. Picture living where the Sun appears on the horizon only every 8 months. Venus travels at about 78,000 miles per hour around the Sun. Venus is wrapped in a dense atmosphere of carbon dioxide and sulfuric acid clouds. This creates a massive greenhouse effect. The average temperature stays at 867 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hot enough to melt lead. It's the hottest planet in our solar system. Now we arrive at our home. Earth orbits at an average distance of 93 million miles from the Sun. It takes 365 days and 6 hours to complete a trip around the Sun. Those extra 6 hours are why we add a leap day every 4 years. Earth spins on its axis in 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. We round that up to 24 hours. This rotation gives us our cycle of days and nights. On its trip through space, Earth travels at about 67,000 miles per hour. We don't feel it at all. Thanks to Earth's stable rotation and axis tilt of 23.5 degrees, we have seasons. This tilt and our distance from the Sun create an average temperature that allows complex life to exist. Every atom in your body is moving at 67,000 miles per hour right now. Next up is Mars, about 142 million miles from the Sun. A year on Mars lasts 687 Earth days. That's roughly 1.88 Earth years. It orbits the Sun at about 54,000 miles per hour. Being farther away, its speed is lower and its year nearly twice as long. A Martian day is very similar to Earth's at 24 hours and 37 minutes. This has attracted scientists planning future missions. The light and dark cycles would feel comfortable for humans. Mars is cold with an average temperature of negative 81 degrees Fahrenheit. But now we leave the rocky worlds behind. We're entering a completely different part of the solar system. The gas giants play by different rules. And what happens there will challenge everything you think you know about planetary time. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system. It orbits at an average distance of 484 million miles, taking 11.8 Earth years to complete one lap. Even though it's over 1/300 times Earth's volume, Jupiter spins very quickly on its axis. A day on Jupiter lasts only 9 hours and 56 minutes. That's the shortest day of all the planets. This intense rotation makes the planet flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. Jupiter travels around the Sun at about 29,000 miles per hour. Right after Jupiter, we find Saturn with its rings. It's about 886 million miles from the Sun and takes 29.4 Earth years to complete one full orbit. If you were born on Saturn, you'd see your first birthday only at age 30 here on Earth. A day on Saturn is quick at just 10 hours and 33 minutes. Like Jupiter, it spins fast and is flattened at the poles. Saturn's orbital speed is about 22,000 miles per hour. Its rings are made of billions of ice and rock particles. Farther still is Uranus at 1.8 billion miles from the Sun. It takes 84 Earth years to make one complete orbit. But something strange happened to this planet long ago. Something violent that left it spinning in a way no other planet does. Uranus spins on its side. Its rotation axis is tilted by 97.8 degrees. This causes its poles to point almost directly at the Sun for part of the year. A day there lasts 17 hours and 14 minutes. It also rotates backward like Venus. Uranus moves through space at about 15,000 miles per hour. Its atmosphere is made mainly of hydrogen, helium, and methane. That methane gives the planet its blue-green color. If you were born on Uranus, your first birthday would come at 84 Earth years. At the edge of the solar system is Neptune. It orbits at a distance of 2.8 billion miles and takes 164.8 Earth years to complete one lap. Since it was discovered in 1846, it only finished its first full orbit in 2011. Think about that. Despite the distance, Neptune is one of the most active planets. Its winds exceed 1,300 miles per hour, the fastest in the solar system. Its day is relatively short at 16 hours and 6 minutes. It orbits the Sun at about 12,000 miles per hour. Neptune receives only 0.1% of the sunlight that reaches Earth. This makes it a dark, cold world with average temperatures of negative 353 degrees Fahrenheit. But there's one more world we need to visit, one that breaks even more rules. Pluto is the most famous dwarf planet. It's small at just 1,476 miles across, smaller than our Moon. It orbits at an average distance of 3.7 billion miles from the Sun. Its year is incredibly long at 248 Earth years. Pluto still hasn't completed a single orbit since it was discovered in 1930. A day there lasts 6 Earth days and 9 hours. Because of its elliptical orbit, there are periods when Pluto is closer to the Sun than Neptune. This happened between 1979 and 1999. Now a pattern becomes clear. The closer to the Sun, the faster the speed and shorter the year. The farther away, the slower the speed and longer the year. This follows Kepler's laws. Planets closer to the Sun feel stronger gravity and must move faster. Even traveling at tens of thousands of miles per hour, these planets have stayed in perfect balance for billions of years. Nothing collides. Nothing goes off course. It's like a clock with perfect precision. What we call a year is just our planet's rhythm. On Neptune, a single year spans several human generations. On Mercury, 4 birthdays fit inside one Earth year. What we call time is just a reflection of where we are in space. After all, we're spinning too, far too fast to notice.